Hey everyone, it's Emily and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do an updated version of how to make your channel art / YouTube banner, and this is the 2015 edition. I've made two of these in the past. So the first one I made was about a year ago, and then the second one I made was about 6 months ago. I noticed that for about 85% of you guys have no problems at all going through that process, but for the other like 15% of you guys had like issues. So I decided to go through the comments and see what like the most common problems were. So I found that a lot of people were asking me like, can you make this on an iPhone, a tablet? It's not working when I try to like do it on my iPad and stuff. But I wanted to clarify that this process that we're going to do in this video is only for PCs and desktops and like laptops and things like that. So like an actual computer. So not a tablet, not an iPhone. I feel like the websites don't work properly when you do it on an iPad and things like that. The next main thing that I really noticed is that like for some reason there's like sizing issues for people, and I don't understand why, because you just download the template off of YouTube itself. Like you do not tamper with it at all. You just download it and then upload it to picmonkey. Picmonkey does not resize the template or anything like that. That's up to you. So I'm not sure why people are having issues with that, but I do want to say that I personally use Google Chrome as my web browser when I do this process, and it's worked every single time. If you're using Safari or Internet Explorer or any of the other web browsers and it doesn't work for you, try downloading Google Chrome and then doing your banner on there, because I promise it will work, because it works for me, so I don't see why it wouldn't work for you. One last thing I want to mention is that this is a really easy process. It just takes a while because you just have to familiarize yourself with all the settings on picmonkey and stuff, but the more effort you put into your banner, the more professional it looks and the better it looks, and etc, etc. And also in this particular video I made it extremely detailed, so that's why it's so long, but it's so detailed. I also included this little purple arrow that will show you where exactly that I'm clicking at, so if you ever get lost you can just follow the purple arrow throughout the video, and I hope that really helps you guys out. There's little tips and stuff throughout the video as well, so I really hope that this version helps you guys a lot. And if it doesn't, you can also check out my previous versions, but I'm pretty sure this one is the most updated since Picmonkey has updated their website. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said earlier in this video, I'm using Google Chrome as my web browser, and we're gonna head over to youtube.com. Make sure you're logged in and you're at your home page right here. We're gonna go up to the left hand side and click on my channel, and this will let you see your own channel obviously. And then we're gonna head up to your banner at the top right. There should be a little pen when you hover over your banner, and you're gonna click that and go to edit channel art. So this little window should pop up, and at the very bottom it should have how to create channel art. So you're going to scroll down on this page that opens up until you see size guidelines. There will be a picture of the template right here, and underneath that it says you can download the template here, and it has two different links. We want to click on the one that has fireworks at the end of it, not the second link but the first one. So make sure it downloaded onto your desktop. After that we're going to head over to google.com, and we're just going to look for some backgrounds for our banner. So I'm going to look up some glittery backgrounds because that's what I personally want, but you can look up whatever background that you want. Just make sure you choose between a few of them and save them onto your desktop, because sometimes it doesn't look as good as you think it would. So I'm just gonna like save a few that I like. After that I also want to add some overlays on them, so like pictures of different things. So I'm searching up Tumblr floral transparent. It makes no sense, but I mean you get to this page right here, and you want to save templates that have like the little checkered backgrounds, because that's when you know that it's transparent and you're not gonna like see like the white background, because that's just really annoying to erase. So just make sure it has a checkered background and save as many overlays as you want. Now we're gonna head over to picmonkey.com where all the magic happens, and just familiarize yourself with the little buttons and options that they have. We're going to be clicking on the edit button, so the very first button, and then uploading a picture from your computer obviously, and this is when you upload the template. This is what the template should look like once it's uploaded onto Picmonkey, so you don't want to tamper with it or crop it or resize it or anything like that. Next, what you want to do is familiarize yourself with the icons on the far left hand side, because this is where we're going to add all the things onto our banner. So starting off, I'm clicking on the butterfly icon, which is the overlays tab, and you're going to add your own. So I'm adding all the flowers first and rearranging them however that I prefer. So I'm just gonna like just roughly add them at the bottom towards here, and you want to make sure you stay in the area that says text and logo safe area, because this is what is going to show up on your channel, whether it's a desktop, tablet, or like a TV if you're even watching YouTube on a TV. So just make sure you stay in this general area. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this first, it's because if I were to add my name onto my banner first and then add the flowers would cover most of my name and like you wouldn't be able to see it. So in this particular case, the flowers are my base. I personally love picmonkey because it's very flexible and you can basically create a really good banner with just like the basic settings on here, as long as you know how to use the different features. So this is what I'm mainly showing you how to do. There are some royalty like membership ones where you have to pay money for it, but honestly I don't even need those to create a really good banner. Once I'm done rearranging my flowers how I'd like, I'm going to go back to every individual one and use the eraser setting and just erase the bottom part so that it has a really clean line at the end instead of like a mess kind of like here, as you could see. So I'm just going to erase it and just tidy it up a little bit. After I'm done adding all my overlays, I'm going to click on this text icon right here, and this is where you can add like words and stuff onto your banner however you would like. You can add multiple words, but in my case I'm just adding my name, and you can just resize it how you want. They have like a bunch of fonts that you can use, or they have the other tab right next to it where it says yours. If you click on that, that will let you use your fonts that are on your computer, which is a really cool new feature they just added. In the little text box in the right hand corner, they have the option to let you fade the color of how dark you want your font to be. So I'm just gonna like fade it a little bit so you can see a little bit of the flowers poking through. Next I'm gonna show you how to get like the highlighter effect. I'm not gonna have this on my actual banner, but I just wanted to show you guys. So go up to the magic wand icon, which is the second icon, and then scroll down until you see draw. Click on that, choose a color that you want, and you can adjust the brush size and the hardness of the color. So you're gonna make the hardness to 0 so it has like the highlighter effect, and you're just gonna trace over your letters, and that's how you get the highlighter effect kind of thing. And I know a lot of you asked me how to do that with my thumbnails, and this is exactly how I do it. Now to add the background that you all chose earlier, we are going to make the hardness to 100% and change the color to white, and we're gonna paint the entire template. So it's gonna be completely white like so. Once that's done, we're gonna head over to the far left bar and click on the second to last little icon which says textures, and you're gonna add your own. You can also check out what they have on the website already, but I just decided to upload the one I chose from Google earlier. This is what it should look like when you add your background. You also have the option to adjust the fade and the saturation, and you can also move the wallpaper if you have like a different kind of pattern. So I'm just adjusting the settings until I like how the way it looks, and then after that I just click apply. After I set my background, I didn't really like how the black font looked with it, so you just click on the word if you ever want to fix anything, and the settings box should pop up like so. So I changed my color to white and I liked it a little bit better. After that you just save it and make sure you don't adjust like the sizing or anything. Now we're going to head back over to YouTube, but make sure you keep your picmonkey tab open. Do not close it or exit out of it or anything like that, just in case you need to go back and fix something. So just upload your banner onto YouTube. There is a sneaky setting right here at the bottom right that says auto enhance. Make sure you uncheck that because it makes your coloring of the banner really funky, and then just adjust how you would want your banner to look. It also gives you a device preview, which is awesome. So just make sure you play around with that setting for a little bit and then just upload your banner. So right here is exactly the reason why I tell you to keep your picmonkey tab open. I wanted my flowers to go all the way across, but obviously I'm short, so I just go back over to picmonkey where my banner is still here, and I'm just gonna add a few more overlays and a few more flowers so it goes all the way across like how I wanted it to. Once I'm done fixing my banner, I'm just gonna do the process all over again and save it onto my desktop and then re-upload it to YouTube. So now that I'm completely satisfied with how my banner looks, you can go ahead and exit the picmonkey tab, and don't feel bad if it takes you more than 2 tries to get your banner perfect how you want it to look. There have been times where I needed to go back and fix it 5 times in order to get the perfect banner, so just take your time on it and it'll really pay off because it'll look awesome and you'll feel great about it and life will be fantastic. Woo! You made it to the end of the video! So I really hope this video was helpful. If it is, please give it a thumbs up because that would be awesome and much appreciated. And if you're new to my channel, it's New Year, so you can subscribe to my channel if you would like. I mean, if not, it's totally fine. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!